Protoss player Jumperer.
And in the bottom right corner, we have dxtr13. And if that's not correctly pronounced, sue me. This is not a spelling bee, so I will not be saying dxtr13 every time. So tonight it's Dexter. So what do you think our openings will be? Have you any relation to these players from before, if you can remember that long back? I think both of the players have been around for quite some time.
Hard to say, because it was 15 years almost, so memory is getting hazy. But it looks like quite a long rush distance. I wouldn't expect, going full aggro with Zealots over here, since both pylons are actually in the main of our players here.
Yeah, I think you're thinking the same. If you have been seeing a 2-gate, I think we'll be seeing the pylon a little bit forward to the edge of the entry. So I think we'll be seeing a pretty similar opening for both players with 1-gate, gas, and cybernetics.
Yeah, maybe we will see some early goon skirmishes, like one Zealot for goons.
My experience with these two players only comes from T versus P, because I'm a Terran player, because I'm normal, and I think in those scenarios, Dexter likes to play like the standard games, take it easy, but Jumper has a little bit more cheese play in him, so I will not be surprised if we see DT from Jumper and a normal Robotnik's opening from Dexter.
We'll see. So far we have Cybernetics core, second pylon. So the first Zealot is coming.
First scout on both players, and they both open with a Zealot. I think that's pretty, because they know each other, so they know that a 2-gate could be possible. So I think that Zealot is fine, just to be safe, not to be surprised by anything early attack. You can see that Dexter was a little bit faster with his pylon. Jumper was a little bit blocked for a second there.
Yeah, and also Jumper got his scout quite a lot earlier. I didn't pay attention, but maybe he scouted right after pylon.
I think it was after his gas. I think it was a gas scout. And you can see both players making range, mostly because there was an probe in each base, and we see pretty similar opening from both players.
Yeah, but I think we have 3 gates from Jumper, so that's going to be more goons than Dexter's. We will see what he decides to take, if he's going to take to reverse, or is he going to go for a safe play with Observer, clearing those DTs.
Well, you can see Dexter is banking quite a lot of money, so we have to see our Robotniks soon, but I think he invested them in 2 new Dragoons, and I think he will need that Reaver if he's going to hold off this attack from Jumper.
Yeah, at the same time, Jumper did cut on probes.
Yeah, you're correct. You can see he's 3 probes down now, and Dexter is not cutting any probes. And there we have the Robotniks from Dexter. But neither player knows what is coming, so they're playing in the dark, both of them. Jumper lost his probe, and I think Dexter just pulled it back, and you can see it have it in the middle of the map, so he can adjust accordingly if he sees any move out from Jumper.
Yeah, it's going to play a canary in the coal mine role.
Yeah. I think the first attack here will come down to micro. You can see Dexter have a little bit of a ramp advantage.
Yeah, it's better positioning as well, because his goon were all in position to fight immediately. And that cost Jumper a goon very, very fast.
Yeah, but Dexter needs to be careful that he don't overextend because he don't know that it's 3 gate. So he is wisely moving back, but he do have the advantage of the ramp.
Yeah, I think he knows by now because he saw that Jumper had more goons than he would if he had 2 gates, right?
Yeah, I think he understands the situation, and you can see he's pulling back to the ramp, and that's a good thing on this map that you can hold the defensive position with lesser units. You can see he's on top of it. Ooh, a little misfiring there from Dexter.
Yeah,
and
a little bit messy of a fight here.
The goons of Jumper's bugging out, so Dexter's getting the better trade, and reinforcement is coming up right now. Ooh. It's pretty close but Dexter has the defending advantage, and this is pretty much all in from Jumper. As soon as the Reaver is out from Dexter, I think it'll be pretty hard for Jumper to do any transition out of here. This is do or die.
Yeah, and it's going to be a lot of micro dependence on in case of Jumper. Although, that's a very powerful run by here.
It is. He needs those 3 new Dragoons coming down fast as possible. Then he will be able to snipe the Reaver when it comes out, and it's about to pop. I think yeah, it's out. Ooh.
I think it's not going to escape.
No, it's so close. Not firing. Ooh.
Yeah, he only managed to make a single Scarab.
Yeah, did Jumper just do it?
It looks like it's over.
Yeah, it's 5 versus 2 now. This is it. Dexter realized.
A very fast first game.
You can see Dexter is calling it. Go straight to circuit break. He wants a bigger map. He doesn't want this cheese.
Yeah. Jumper seeing his the possibility to get to snatch that win basically by this run by, he ignored the pylon, and then he actually took out single goons one by one to prevent losing fire on that pylon. That was very nicely done.
Yeah, and Jumper looks Dexter looks so prepared for it as well, because he moved his Dragoons pretty fast when Jumper tried to move up the ramp, but some of the Dragoons seemed like they missed their shots or something. So maybe he should have pulled back and just had like a concave in his entry, but because, like you said, we think he did realize he was up against 3 gateways.
Yeah, and there's a little bit of a luck factor when it goes to that first high ground fight in the middle, because Jumper traversed a little bit to the south from the blockades set up by Dexter.
Yeah.
So some of his goons actually made it to the high ground. It was a lot easier for him to fight that way. If not for that, I think he would have to wait for more goons.
Yeah. Well, we are ready for the second game. Jumper and Dexter are wasting no time, and neither are we. We got a lot of games today, and I think we'll just jump straight into it.
Okay, bottom left, Jumper, our Protoss player. Hot from the first game, guns blazing, 1-0.
And in the top left corner we have Dexter, and another game where the spawn is quite close to each other, so reinforcements will come pretty quickly.
Yes, especially that goons aren't slow. So...
What do you think is going through Dexter's head now, being one game down? Do you think he'll try to do the same opening, maybe just try to have a bit of a better hold, or do you think he'll try something different?
Hard to say what is going on in his head. If he's a very experienced player, he just brushed it off, no problem. New game, new Dexter, right?
Yeah.
But it is very easy to get caught up on that previous game because it's very, very easy to feel really bad after being prepared and then losing, even though you were prepared. You were sure. I'm pretty sure Dexter was like, "Ha, I got you."
We can see Jumper has the first scout again, and Dexter kind of realized that this could be a proxy gate in the middle, so he's scouting diagonally, sees there's no gateways, and goes straight down to Dexter because that would be the normal scout path since Jumper's probe came so fast.
Yeah, it's still 50-50 because it could have come from top right with basically the same timing.
Jumper is obviously watching the stream, so he knew where to go.
Intuition. Sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you don't.
Well, in my experience, even if it's a 2 versus 2 player map, I still find them last. I don't know. In 3-player maps, it's 50-50. It's more like 75-25 for me because I never find my opponent. I somehow find a way to hide. The Jumper needs to get out with that probe, and he does. They both save their probes.
Producer and is sub at Gosu for 8 months.
Thank you, Brother Unknown, for the subscribe.
You will see the same opening from Dexter this time, 2 gates, but I see a small building at Jumper. Is it a Robotnik's? No, it's Island. Okay. Do you think it's a 1 gate robot? No, he's cutting gas.
Maybe he's going to go for 5 expansion, but that sounds like too risky of a play.
It looks like he's trying that, yeah. I think he has Bonnet's playbook right next to him, so he's probably skipped a few pages and then goes straight to fast expansion.
Yeah. First 4 minutes were boring, I wasn't reading.
Where is the carrier page?
Yeah. It is going to be Nexus.
Page 24, carriers.
The Jumper probably... Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, sorry, how do you hold this? Do Jumper needs to add like 2 more gateways and just pump out mass Dragoons and just hope Dexter is not going DTs? Because it's like 50-50. It's either Reaver or DTs, and you can't hold both really. You need the units.
Yeah, the question is he going to scout it on time?
You see now they have the same amount, and Jumper gets the first shot off on the Dragoons.
Yeah, his positioning was better again from the beginning.
A great hold.
Yeah, it was a very good hold, and that puts Dexter in a tough spot.
I don't think he saw the Nexus either. So he saw the pylon, but he didn't see the Nexus. He doesn't really know what's coming. So this might force Dexter to do an observer first and then go the river. And by that time, Jumper will have enough Dragoons, I think. Look at this, 4. Yeah. Jumper is like, are you going DTs? Good for you, but hopefully not.
Yeah, he keeps his fingers crossed.
Yeah, I think he has his legs crossed as well.
Yeah. On the other hand, it is a very defensible position because of these 2 bridges. But it looks like Jumper is not going to wait for Dexter to come with the offensive.
Yeah, because Jumper doesn't really know what's going on either, because he doesn't want Dexter to take free expansion when your expansion is already up.
Yeah, there's also this. There's a very old build I first saw that from White Ra back in the day, where you went for fast expansion with DTs, and then defended with storms. Once the enemy went for some push. The storms were very good versus reavers because if you got stormed on your shuttle, that's a oh no.
Oh no! He snipes the reaver and the shuttle, and he still has more dragoons coming.
Yeah, he has more reinforcements because his economy kicks in and he has more gates.
This was a great timing attack from Jumper, and I think maybe it's a mistake from DxtR thinking that he holds, so he's making a shuttle, but in reality he really needs that reaver to hold.
Exactly.
But they don't know what each other or he doesn't know that Jumper's on 4 gates. And how long does it take to make a Scarab? Is that like 15 seconds or something?
It's less than that, but it is a few seconds.
I like Jumper sends in one like the suicide bombers dragoon with a few shots, soaking up all the hits. I think this is another great hold from DxtR. I think Jumper just needs to pull a little bit back. Maybe I don't think take a defensive position because he can't defend versus drop. But I think he should be happy that DxtR doesn't have a Nexus going right now.
Yeah, and we see that first wounded dragoon, he got target fired immediately. Now DxtR having 4 wounded dragoons and River on the way.
Yeah, I think DxtR will need a second Reaver before he goes down.
Exactly.
And Jumper's already has his own robotics as well now, so he will soon have observers out, so he will see what's going on, and then we'll have the vision on the ramp.
Okay, we have
Ooh, look at that range.
Breakout situation here.
Reaver is shooting longer than a siege tank in that scenario.
Yeah, but at some point they stop doing any damage after enough is traveled.
The word is dudding out, I think. Oh! Reaver goes down. But they did get a Scarab off, but lots of the DxtR Dragoons are wounded.
Yeah, and Jumper tries to hold this choke point as he would be holding Independence, because as long as he is here, he's on equal footing when it turns to fighting. Once he gets pushed out, further than those bridges, it's going to be very difficult to get in.
Some great holds from DxtR here, but I think Jumper just needs to sit for 1 minute and then build up his army, because he knows he had an expansion for what, like 5 minutes or something, and he knows his way ahead. He just doesn't need to die right now because DxtR is all in. He has one attack in him.
Unless he somehow extends the game. Because Jumper has invested almost all of that extra money into attacking into high ground. He got unfavorable trades, and he didn't get a new expansion. He's going to get one just now, and he probably wants to confirm that DxtR is having one of his own in the natural.
I wonder where Jumper's observer is going, because he had an observer for quite some time, so he could have just sent an observer to DxtR, and then he would know everything DxtR is doing. He doesn't need to count with 10 Dragoons.
Yeah, he's approaching this as a PvP and as if enemy goons were tanks.
Yeah. I think both players are doing a great job at trading here, because DxtR is kind of holding off with just a Reaver and three gates.
Yeah, we have that mineral only from Jumper.
And the army supply is pretty even because DxtR has so few probes, and Jumper nearly has the double.
Yeah, he's very close to doubling.
But now we see the first observer coming in the base, and then he will see in which great position he really is in.
Yeah,
He sees that he has lesser goons than Dexter, but he keeps running in.
he wants to end this quickly. Apparently, even though he's in a good situation here.
Yeah, because he's caught up in tech, so he just needs to either get Storm or just massive amount of units. As you can see, he has a 30 supply lead, and it seems like Jumper is just content with making mass dragoons. Just needs to find the perfect angle to go in.
That is true. Although this is a deceiving supply stat because of the difference in probes, 16 probes difference. So these armies are actually 4 supply of.
Moving north, he needs to be careful.
Oh, the leadings. That was very lucky for Dexter.
Going for a shuttle. Shuttle goes down. Reaver goes down. Losing quite a lot of dragoons, but I think that's right. Yeah, look how much Reds is streaming up.
Yeah, it's that powerful economy.
I think now that Jumper knows the Reavers are gone, he can just A move.
Yeah, very difficult situation for Dexter here. Jumper is going to clean this up. No, and it's a GG. So a quick 2-0 from Jumper.
I don't know enough about PvP to say who really had the build advantage, because I do like the fast nexus if you can hold it, but he had a great first engagement, Jumper, where he took down 3 dragoons, losing only 1, and kept the Zealot alive. So I think maybe that was the decisive moment, because Dexter couldn't really keep the pressure up.
Yeah, losing 2 dragoons basically for free. Then you have to run away. That buys a lot of time, and that economy can kick in. And from that point, it was an uphill battle for Dexter, because he was battling. He had like 2 gates and 1 robo versus 4 gates, and soon after there were more gates. There was a robo, but only with observers. So Jumper did not really invest in Reavers of his own.
Yeah, that leaves Jumper in the winners match. So he's 1 best of 3 from advancing to the round of 8. But before that, we will see DeSka versus nOmaD. CVP.
It will be a very interesting matchup. Quite a difficult one for the Protoss.
Yeah, it's always difficult for the Protoss.
Yeah, I mean there are numerous pitfalls for Protoss, and you can feel that everything is just fine, and then 973 happens, and you type out GG because you didn't see the Hydras soon enough to add those cannons.
It's either GG or bad game name, or it's one of those. Okay, let's go to it.
I'm fine.
I'm fine. Yep.
Let's get this party started.
Right. Top left are Brave, Zerg, DeSka.
And in the bottom right, we have at least equally brave nOmaD as playing as the White Protoss. And the map is Invader, which I believe is a newer map for the BSL16 season and in the BSL17 season. I have not seen it or any version of it before, so I'm not sure if it's a remake or a new map. but I like it. Now we can see. We have to see if nOmaD can live up to his mad name, because this is my cousin on my mother's side. So we have to see if he can have mad in his nick, or if he just have to rename himself. Nope.
No, so that's a lot of pressure, definitely.
Yeah, of course. In the family reunion, he will definitely hear it if he loses today.
Fingers crossed then for nOmaD. I wouldn't like him to have, you know, those surprises in those family reunions.
Okay, we can see a Forge Scout opening from nOmaD, and looking by the minimap, we have a 9-pool opening from DeSka. And I think that's because you kind of have 2 ramps or 2 entries to defend when you're going fast expansion on this map, because you're gonna attack from the right or the left side of the forge. So there's kind of 2 gaps. So you have to be careful where the Starlings are running in. But nOmaD will see that it's a 9-pool, so he should be on top of it. He realized
Zergling's almost done.
Because normally you can open with the Nexus first versus an overpool, but when you see it's a 9-pool speed, you have to open with the 2 cannons.
Yeah, otherwise the Zerglings are just going to run by. He won't care that much about a single cannon.
He saves his probe barely, and the links are moving out. And nOmaD wants to see if it cut gas. What's his follow up? And it looks like it's just speed for now.
Yeah, no gas from DeSka for now, so he's going to focus on mineral economy for speeding those hatches.
Yeah, we can see he's just making speed links, and he's now switching out the drones. And the nice thing about having 6 speed links on the map is that you're denying the scout of Protoss for so long, because if you're paying attention to... Ooh, did he cancel speed? I think he canceled speed and just switched to lair. Yeah, looks like it. So now my point is kind of gone, because I was going to say that no probes will ever come out versus speed links. So I think we'll see fast mutas instead.
Yeah, the question is if nOmaD is actually going to try scouting with probes, because by what he scouted, he would expect to see speed on the links, right?
Yeah. And you can see now that nOmaD doesn't really know if... Yeah, he's afraid of a run by, so he's making sure that he doesn't die to any shenanigans. And now he's moving out the probe when the Overlord went out of position. Okay. We have a Hydra then, with only 1 on gas, so can't really predict what we're going to get.
Yeah, nOmaD 18 workers, 19 right now, but 1 is scouting, 4 is guarding the ramp. So, you know, just by getting the potential of those speedlings, he got in very, very big eco damage on the side of nOmaD.
Natural on the 3rd base, and we see lurkers is morphing. I don't really know much about DeSka, but he somehow appears or shows up every time there's a BSL tournament, and his APM is usually between 400 and 500. So that's pretty much all I know, but I think he is old school Zerg, and it's been a lot of years since I played versus DeSka. So I know he's a good player. Obviously, when he plays against me, he has to be good.
Yeah, we see a small drone transfer from the side of the Zerg. No more eco penalty for nOmaD on those guarding probes. But the damage is done. They were there for, I think, 2 minutes or something like that.
Yeah, it causes a lot of damage, and then in those 2 minutes, it also was denied scouting. And like you said, the drone transfer. So DeSka has a decent saturation in his bases. Like could have been a little bit better in the main, but he nearly has 1 drone per mineral patch. And nOmaD still doesn't know what he's up against, so you can see he's being precautious, making 4. Yeah, he's safe versus Mutas, and now he just doesn't die to 973.
Yeah, so not knowing, like playing in the dark, took so much money off of nOmaD, because that's 600 minerals and those actually 750, because there's also one in the main, right? So that's 750. That's just 7 zealots and 4 probes in 2 minutes. I think that's like 400 minerals.
Yeah, and that's 900 in Canada. And I think you can see he only made two lurkers, and I think I can see now he's making drones behind this because he knows that nOmaD can't really attack because of the lurkers. So this is buying DeSka a lot of time to pretty much boost up his economy. You can see he's taking a 4th base.
Yeah, on the 12 o'clock.
I like this build from DeSka.
Oh, we're losing the Corsair.
Yeah, you don't want to lose the Corsair, but you see the cells moved out, and I don't think the lurkers saw that because they moved down the 2nd ramp. And +1 is nearly done on the zealots if the lurkers doesn't snipe the forge. And
Yeah, that can be nice economic damage here.
He was also making +1 on the Corsair, so losing that first one is pretty costly.
Great pull. No drones so far.
No speed. Does he have +1? Did he get +1?
It should be ready.
Yeah, but the forge died, so I'm not sure if he made it on time. No.
Oh, he didn't.
It must have been like 95% ready, if not more. You can see now, after 8 minutes, Zerg is up in supply.
Yeah, that is not a place where you want to end up as Protoss.
I think it looks like he canceled +1 on his air weapons. But DeSka is such a nice position right now.
Yeah, now they're rebuilding that forge. DD play. And DD is the unit that can do this unexpected miracle from time to time.
Yeah, you only need a DT and a dream to change the...
Exactly.
But DeSka is already on top of it because he has overlords pretty much. He can see the entire corner of his bases, so he knows if a drop is coming, and you can see he sees the DTs. He's not reacting now; he's reacting. Speed is almost done, and yeah, DeSka is just making some sunkens, just making sure he's not dying. Because I think he knows he's in a great position.
Yeah, these will try and clear up the lurking enemies over here.
DeSka realizes, so he saves one, and nOmaD retakes the population lead, but DeSka is already nearly on hive. 50 drones.
Yeah, he's making a hive right now, so...
The 50 drones is so healthy, 53 even. He just needs to like saturate them to the 4th base, and now he just need to make units.
In the meantime, Protoss taking his...
Oh, look!
That is a scout!
Well, if you thought a DT could change the game, wait till you see one scout. Yeah, and they even finished the +1 air attack. So that's only
Maybe
like
it was a misclick.
That's only like 9 hits from the scouts, and then you start killing some drones. So I think this could be a game changer. Keep in mind that a scout nearly costs the same as a Nexus.
Yeah.
DT goes
Losing
down.
DT for free, not what you want to do in this situation, definitely.
I think if I were in nOmaD's situation, I would be feeling pretty stressed because you know how the amount of bases that he is on and starting to look scary. And somehow DeSka is maintaining 400 APM.
Yeah, and he is supply blocked. So those Corsairs, they're doing the job.
I think
DeSka keep.
Sorry. Yeah.
DeSka keep Spire? Where are the Scourges? Yeah, he's only now making them.
Yeah, I think he realized that he didn't really need it. Sometimes you like to make 9 or 11 mutas to snipe the High Templars before you're moving with the Hydralisks. But I do like nOmaD's position expanding again behind this, realizing that he needs a third base if he wants to keep up with DeSka's productions.
Yeah, Protoss being on a very itchy type of a timer. Although nOmaD had ample time to set up this base and defenses for it, because only now it was discovered by DeSka.
Yeah, what you see, nOmaD can't really attack because he lost the early Forge, and he's doing 3 Forge upgrade now, so he's soon on 1-1. But that's in like 13.5 minutes, so the timing attack is already gone. And DeSka is taking another base. I'm not sure, but I do think this is a nice map for Zerg because there's a lot of ramps like this base. You can keep it with a few Sunkens and some lurkers, so it would be pretty hard for us to even move up and attack it.
Yeah, we do see a move from nOmaD. He's saying, I'm bored of this sitting.
Yeah, no more settings. Trying to see what's going on the map. You can't let Spirit take the entire map and fall more behind.
Yeah, at the same time, DeSka again supply blocked, so those snipes on Overlords paying off big time because he has the money, but he can't make units.
Yeah, what was a good idea in the beginning with having Lords strategically placed all around the map?
What a score!
Accepting the Scourges and using the advantage. But if we have a flank from behind, do we have any more storms? One more. Yeah, good storm.
Yeah, we need at least one more.
This is
Or
really,
this is going to
really
get dirty.
The lurkers are doing, but DeSka, oh, 13 kills.
We do have a storm.
Yeah,
he notices.
That's because Zero pointed it out to nOmaD, making him realize that there was another storm. They're colluding.
Yeah.
But look at this. DeSka has so many hatcheries, so units are coming in left and right and cleaning.
He also has cracklings. That's the bigger problem.
Yeah, you're correct. Zerg has also pretty good upgrades as well.
So I wonder if Zergling damage is also upgraded or not.
I think we saw, did he have 3 evolution chambers as well? But nOmaD is keeping up his production as well. You can see he has a lot of gateways, but in these late game scenarios, you will have to get River at some point.
Yeah, rivers or a lot of Archons, although Archon's not that happy versus this army composition.
No, still no Swarm or Plague from DeSka. We can see the Altar List chamber, so we might see that.
Yeah, currently it was researching ultra speed.
Taking a 6 base. nOmaD also taking his
Fifth.
Yeah.
And it's very impressive that nOmaD is, he's capable of pushing out Zerg in such positions that he actually has space for those bases.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised how fast nOmaD caught up as well, because he has a lot of gates and his production is very good, and he's catching up on upgrades, but they're so hard to find a spot to attack. And DeSka has a lot of units as well. Now we see a big flank coming in.
Yeah, and armies are about equal because Protoss has 22 additional workers.
I think Zerg has better unit composition, because I don't know, we need storms on those workers because they're shredding everything apart.
Yeah, that's a lot of workers too.
Yeah. Oh, the cells are just running through them. Fellas thinking they're Forrest Gump, they're running towards Jenny.
No.
Sella said, I think I'm tired now. I might go home.
Yeah.
nOmaD 70 probes. He did not skip out on the probes. Like, he had 4 stationed in his natural base, and after that he was just, we need more.
Exactly, but having more workers is also having less army when it's limit versus limit.
Yeah, I think losing this base might be it for nOmaD. Unfortunately, he was just about to make reavers, so he has 2 robotanics, but this is too much.
Yeah, the Templars don't have storms.
Just so close to holding this, but it's just slightly too much from DeSka. And in that attack, he lost 20 probes as well.
Yeah, and now it is DeSka having almost 70 drones.
Yeah, it's DeSka in the driver's seat, and nOmaD is barely a passenger. He's holding on.
Yeah, like DeSka is on behind the driving wheel, and basically nOmaD is in front of that car right now.
Yeah. nOmaD is in destination nOmad's land. So I think we're seconds away from seeing a tap out. Yeah.
Yes.
Not
GG.
even a second. Pretty close game. If you look at the opening, really. I think nOmaD made a decent effort to come back, even though he was such in economical disadvantage.
Yeah, it actually looked like if he had just a brief moment of time to get that single Reaver out, it would the defending of the newest expansion, that would look very different.
Okay, we are ready for the second game, and this time it's nOmad's pick. It's going to be retro. Not sure how to pronounce it, but if you are ready, KJ, we are ready.
I'm ready. All right, bottom left, our winning Zerg.
And
One more
in the
game and he's in the semi-final here.
And in the bottom right, we have nOmaD fighting for his life, fighting for the chance to advance to the round of 8, or to at least get to the winners bracket versus Jumper. And I think DeSka is sitting pretty comfortable. You always do after having a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, this guy's definitely a scary opponent. We might see more PvPs due to that.
Yeah, there's already enough peace in this group, so my Terran heart is cheering for DeSka to. Okay, we see another 9 pool. Also, if I sneeze or something during this cast, it's because I'm allergic to products.
No.
So in advance, I apologize for that.
Yeah, I left my allergies for, you know, before and after the cast. Trying to be as unbiased as humanly possible.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Okay, we can see DeSka. He's scouting the top left corner, so he won't find nOmaD in the first scout, but he's sending out the drone because he wants to know what's going on.
Yeah,
And
in the
nOmaD is
meantime,
checking 6 o'clock. No Overlord, so I think he
but
just
they didn't
missed the
see.
drone.
They didn't see each other, I think.
Oh. So this could be very dangerous for nOmaD because he didn't see an Overlord. So I think we'll see a Nexus first. But this is the drone.
He sees the drone,
Yeah.
I think. He's not going for it, right? Oh, he went for it.
And now the probe. Can he hold this?
The Zerglings are out.
Yeah. First counting starting there. And you have to count like 25 seconds or something. 20 seconds for the Zerglings. I saw 25 on the clock when the Zerglings were out. So
Yeah, so probes will have to be pulled.
yeah, we are up on case Minga Gate. We have 15 seconds. That's like 20 seconds from base to base. Cannon 90%
Yeah,
down.
the probe
No
pool
probe.
was late, and this
Yeah.
game is over.
This is it. GG.
Yeah, GG.
And another quick 2-0.
Yeah, and that was the fastest game of the turn of this episode here.
This guy is wasting no time. He apparently has to get to the store or something before it closes, so he wants to get these
Yeah.
games quick. 533 APM to click A with Zerglings.
Yeah, they were micros later on, so
I think Deska needs to check his keyboard because I think one of his buttons are stuck. I'm pretty sure.
that may be the case. That may be the case for sure.
Maybe a old dusty keyboard. Okay, that means Deska is moving on to the winners round. Jumper versus Deska. And I think we will have that game before we see the losers bracket.
Yeah.
Not if you don't need a break.
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
Yep.
All right, so what do you expect from the next game?
I think I'm not sure. I think Jumper plays a lot more than Deska. Like I said, Deska suddenly just pops up in tournaments. I rarely face him on ladder, so I don't really know what to expect. But I think maybe another 9 pool opener.
Yeah, he's a very powerful player out of what we just saw. So maybe he's smurfing a lot, and this is how he's in form. But at the same time, you can't see him because getting about 500 APM, that is hard work right there.
Yeah, well, if you face a Zerg with 500 APM, it's either 2 players. It's Deska or Effort, and
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, losers.
Okay.
Will you do the intros, KJ?
Sure. So we're going to go for the losers match first. Dexter versus nOmaD, a PvP. My long time favorite matchup, both to play and to watch. Still have a little bit of sentiment to that. We saw nOmaD in the first game, even with this extremely hard situation he was presented with, he gave a good show. We'll see how he's going for, or how does he like PvP. Maybe he's not a fan of it like I am. But I guess we'll just see in a second here.
Yeah, I think you're right.
All right, and we have nOmaD in the top right corner. We'll see what he can present us this time.
And in the bottom right corner, we have Dexter playing as a blue Kratos. And I think we'll see two players redeeming themselves, knowing there's still a fighting chance to move on.
And definitely there's this fighting spirit in them. Both of them want to advance. And we should see a really tough fight here from both of them.
Yeah, we can already see nOmaD is kicking up a notch with 500 APM, so maybe DeSka is borrowing his account, playing both races. Make sure
Maybe.
who we face up later on. You can see Dexter is being a little bit more cool about it, keeping his nerves.
You know, this it burns really hard if you get killed by the first 6 Zerglings. I know that feeling personally. It's one of the worst feelings in StarCraft. It's even worse than walking 3 goons into a single mine.
Well, in a Terran perspective, it's no better feeling seeing 6 Dragoons walking into the mine. Here we see 2-gate opener from Dexter and from nOmaD as well, so maybe these two players have some history with each other and wants to put on early pressure. And we can see Dexter doing like a safe scout, doing the cross scout, seeing that it's no proxy gates.
And at the same time, there is no gas. So we're going to see Zealot punching each other in the face.
Yeah. And Dexter will find nOmaD first, because nOmaD will not think his bottom right, he will go to the bottom left. So there will be some time before nOmaD sees that it's 2-gate. I'm guessing this is the, they call it the bonnet build, where you do like, is it a 21 gas or something, and then you just pump out a lot of Dragoons. I'm not 100% sure the build order of that build, but it's a pretty strong build, 2 versus 2, and it looks like nOmaD might be attempting to do it because he's doing gas, while Dexter's adding a pylon.
Yeah, and at the same time, Dexter denied that scout. Nice placement of that Zealot on hold.
Pulled back the other 2 in the nick of time, so he didn't see that it's 2-gate, and he didn't see that he had 3 Zealots, so that's forcing a move out from Dexter right now.
Did he capture this probe? I think he did, because he's moving out as well. Dexter trying to hide a Zealot. He's going around.
Ooh, sneaky, and that will cause a lot of damage because nOmaD he's pulling back, pulling himself back. He knows something is up, and I think he will be back on the ramp just in time.
Yeah, just to intercept the sneaky Zealot here.
But is it 5 or 6 Zealots from Dexter? I think it's maybe 6 total, 5 total. 5 total, yeah.
Yeah, and we will see goons from nOmaD pretty soon, right? We didn't see the build up.
nOmaD will also have the ramp or the defending advantage, so doesn't matter that Dexter have more Zealots right now.
Yeah, especially that goons should pop up shortly. So...
yeah, where are they? Zealots are taking a lot of damage. First Dragoon is out.
Yeah, first Dragoon out. And we get the probe pull. Are we going to see a drill from nOmaD? That is the question.
Not one probe. 2 probe.
Yeah, but even though they are on equal probes right now, because Dexter was cutting probes initially.
Yeah, I think this is a fair trade for both. Ah, he saw the Citadel.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm not sure, but he must have seen it.
yeah, I think he saw it.
Yeah, Robotanics. So observers will be in time. Is this the opening here we're talking about? Maybe with White Ra? Did he do 2 gate or 1 gate?
Yes, this is it. Look, it has. You will have the forge. You can have cannons, just in case the enemy gets his own DTs.
Yeah, I also think you need the cannons because, like you said, you don't have any defense if the opponent is going DTs, but you also have like less dragoons because
Yeah, because you have been teching.
So, and 5 dragoons takes 2 shots each to snipe a cannon. So if you have like 5 or 6 dragoons, you can target down some cannons pretty fast as well. I like this move from Dexter, making that battery shield, meaning the DTs will not snipe those out on the ramp, and Observer will definitely be in time.
Yeah, that previous game sitting in nOmaD's head definitely, because he went for those cannons first. Wants to be absolutely safe.
And now we need to see, is it instant storm from nOmaD? So yeah, server is out. Yeah, healing. Boom. I've seen a lot of games with DeWalt and Bonnet doing this DT build, and they usually, I'm not sure if they make like 2 or 3 DTs, but they are so good that they know kind of the observer timing. So I see them hiding DT on the map, and kind of like strategically gambling when the observer is out, so they try to sneak in the DT. We can see if
DTs are going around.
Yeah.
But the question is, how is the defense going to go?
Second observer is out as well, and he's constantly making dragoons. I think we have like, yeah, once. Ooh, dragoons are up in front. Storm almost ready.
Yeah, but it's not research yet.
Yeah, I think it's almost ready. Wasn't it like 60%? So you can see how fast. Yeah, you can see how fast cannons die.
Yeah, first storm is just going to be in like 2 seconds.
And this is Dexter move. Oh,
yeah, he knew.
Yeah.
He felt it.
He also knows timing. Usually, when you do this build, storm is ready at 7:55. Pull back. He's damaging the cannon.
Maybe he's trying to bait the storm.
Oh, that's a good storm. Gets 2.
2 goons. Very nice.
Nearly 3. Yeah. Like, oh, DT drop.
Yep. And there are no cannons in nOmaD's main.
That's a great counter from Dexter if he pulls out DT drop. Like you said, there's no counter, no detection.
nOmaD is going to be kicking himself if he doesn't make those two cannons in the main.
I've been in this similar position so many times, thinking, should I make a cannon? Should I do it? No, I make a gate instead. Then should I make a cannon? No, no, no. And then you're always too late, and you're kicking yourself.
Yeah, he could make a read as well that there's no no river pressure.
Is that what?
Oh, he misclicked.
Yeah, it must have been a misclick. Is this snow we're watching? Is this snow? I think it's snow.
Or it's maybe some crazy elevator play.
Yeah.
But
Dexter sees everything nOmaD is doing because of the observer.
yeah, and he's like, laughing like a cartoon villain right now because he's thinking he's going to have DTs and a shuttle in a few seconds.
Yeah, he's clicking on his gateways, and where are those DTs I ordered?
Yeah. Going to be a harsh comeback to the real world.
I think Dexter is trying to make the highlights for some pimpest players or something.
He's moving out on the map.
Only here to entertain. Always the entertainer.
Yeah. He did go for a third Nexus. Very brave from him. Very brave.
Yeah, brave and smart, because you do see what nOmaD is doing. He knows how many gates he has. Oh. He cancelled it, no.
Yeah, so it was a misclick.
That's probably for the best, because those reavers would have fallen down in that pit, down in the corner. So we have 6 gates versus 5, and nOmaD is kinda scared for a drop. But Dexter's just taking his time, and now we can see the DT drop is a little bit late because we saw a cannon, but 4 DTs takes out the cannon.
Yeah, those are 2. Yeah, I only saw 2.
But 2 also kills the cannon pretty fast.
Yeah, if it's a single cannon, then
it depends where he drops them. He can do a lot of damage in his base, but nOmaD has his own robotics too, so the DTs won't cause that much damage. A little bit annoying.
yeah, it's not going to be game ending definitely right now with an observer.
Ooh. Almost. Now we see the drop, and then
We have the drop in.
It just moved out of position. If he
Oh,
drops
and he's
the
going
top,
straight for the turret.
What?
Yeah, he went for a surround. What a play!
He knew it was DTs. Who surrounds a cannon? If that's reverse, you lose 15 probes.
Yeah, but maybe because he just went straight for that cannon.
Yeah,
Probably how he knew.
200 IQ move from nOmaD there. But he's down a base. He needs to do something. He's up in probes, and the similar population. He needs a good turn.
Yeah, nice storm.
But Dexter's storm was on his own, but that's just
All those are all dead.
great. And now we have storm from Dexter, but he lost 2 already.
Yeah.
Great storms from nOmaD. I don't think Dexter was expecting this, even though he had an observer outside his base.
Yeah, this is exactly why I said it's a very brave expansion.
Defender's advantage, but reinforcement is coming down from nOmaD right now.
nOmaD has more army, and if his reinforcements get here, I think the base is done. There's a brave DT, but there's also a sneaky observer that's going to ruin his day.
Even 2 sneaky observers. The cannon coming up, yeah. Looks like it's a hole. Tough one to call this. 2 forges for nOmaD doing his upgrade. That's a decent amount, or a great amount of probes. Both players has really.
Oh, I hear a DT slashing something.
It was 9 o'clock, I think.
Yeah, he slashed the Zealot.
Yeah,
At the same time, not all props from nOmaD are actually mining.
Yeah, you're correct. Some of them are on holiday.
Okay, the party's over for the props.
No more siesta for the probes. Yendu.
And it's time to get nice coffee and get back to work.
We have 8 gates from Dexter now, so now it's looking more macro orientated, but I think we have the similar account with nOmaD. But we don't see like any higher tech than Storm. They seem content by doing like this 2-tier units, but nOmaD has a great upgrades. and behind this, Dexter is taking his fourth base. Surprised? I was going to say we see a shuttle. I was going to say I'm surprised we haven't seen any storm drop yet, but I think we'll have now.
It's coming.
Yeah. But no man sees it. So how good? Oh, how good is the pull? There's a lot of probes right there. He pulls some.
Dexter not going for it. Definitely worth doing it, because a single storm is going to decimate those.
Yeah, I think he will have the time to drop, but he's doing some distraction 9 o'clock. I think he wants to distract before he goes in to drop. And it looks like it's working. Not sure why it's moving. He knows it's there.
Yeah, he did leave some backup.
Yeah, now
And
he's it.
okay, more defense.
Yeah. 5
So
probes.
that's
And a
5
cannon.
rolls, not a bad deal.
Maybe 2 cannons? Almost 2 cannons. So it's okay. He interrupts some mining there as well. Oh, we have both players on top of these drops. And these are expensive drops. Gets a probe, good on the Dragoons. And Extra's on top of it. He pulls perfectly because... Oh,
Indonesian, what an attack.
Oh, great storms on the probes. All the great storms on the units from both players. You can see Dexter have a slightly unit advantage, but he lost so many probes because he transferred the probe from the natural to the third.
Yeah, that's terrible economic damage.
Yeah, I think maybe maybe that's what's nOmaD needed to level it out a little bit, because now we kind of don't have the probe number to manufacture all those gateways, even though it's on 4 base.
And just a moment ago, nOmaD was almost doubling those numbers from Dexter.
I saw Dexter was also up in he was like 160 supply or something versus 120 from nOmaD.
Yeah, but he got preoccupied with the drops, and then a
Dexter
surgical strike.
Kinda all in right now, as you can see how he has a lot of units. So this is going to be very scary for nOmaD. If he doesn't hold this, I think Dexter wins.
He's making a new expo on 12 o'clock as well.
Yeah, the third supply lead for Dexter right now. He has so much unit. Even though nOmaD has great upgrades. Yeah, GG. Damn.
Wow.
Kind of took an unexpected turn. I didn't think the game would end that quickly, like after everything that happened. But Dexter saw his opportunity and went for it.
Ah, that's PvP for you.
Yeah.
That is why I was worried about that third, which Dexter was taking so early, because that's one of these moments where you're very close to being defeated just because you were too brave on spending 400 minerals.
Yeah, right. I just need a quick second to blow my nose. Be right back.
Sure.
Okay, guys, I'm back.
I'm ready. Yep. Right. Top right corner, oh sorry, top left corner, nOmaD. Fighting for his life right now.
And in the bottom right corner, we have Dexter. One more game for advancing to the loser advanced match versus DeSka or Jumper if he wins this series.
Yeah, definitely there's a potential for another PvP here. Not every one's cup of tea. You either are passionate about PvP or hate it. That's my impression about this mashup.
I usually try to read the leaves in the PvP tea after the game is over to see why they hate Terrans so much, but so far there are no clues on why they hate Terrans.
Maybe would get some clues from that. Indeed.
We'll see if nOmaD and Dexter leave some traces for us, or some crumbles that we can pick up, and see why can't all races just be friends. Okay, we see standard openings from both players. One gate, gas. Dexter with the slight faster scout. I think he just won. I think maybe if he sees that it's one gate opener, sometimes you can skip the first salad and go just first Dragoon.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be no salad from both of them. Or maybe it's added later.
Yeah, just the curse, the curse of the casters. We say something and they do another thing.
Yeah, so very important not to be, too flattering to the player, because if you curse them in that way, he's going to trip in his next move. Very dangerous.
This is very annoying though, when you have the probe in your base this early. You can't really open any shenanigans because the other player would just counter it. Because you can't try some mind games. You could like show that you're opening with your bottlenecks or fake making +1 attack air weapons, and then as soon as you kill or force out the probe, you can then add the bottlenecks or the citadel.
Yeah, that is a big weakness of a Zealot, actually. That constrains your choices with what builds you can go for. If you can't deny, if you can't deny the scouting, it's a sad and very standard game from that point on.
I think in all my PvPs, I've never actually countered a build. Like, if I do DTs, the opponent is doing Robotanics Observer. If I'm doing some fast expansion, the other guy is doing 2 Reaver to kill me. So I think as a non-P player, PvP is actually very hard to play.
I mean, you could say there are similarities to poker, when there is a little bit of this randomness in it, but you can account for that.
Well, you can't account for the drunk player at your table going all in with 7 deuce. That's kind of hard to predict, and then he beats aces. I do like this poking in and out from Dexter. He's making sure that he doesn't get run over one more time like he unfortunately did versus Jumper. So I think he's checking the Dragoon count, making sure if it's 2 gates or 3 gates. But I do believe Dexter has the faster bottlenecks timing, so I'm not sure what nOmaD's follow-up is.
I have a fight here in the middle.
nOmaD with with the better trade for now. He killed the Zealot and wounded 2 Dragoons.
Yeah, that one is dead actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great snipe. He needs to run up this ramp. Ooh. Yeah, no, you just sit in a cave waiting.
Yeah, in the meantime, nOmaD looks like he's going to go for expansion in his natural, because he's banking a lot of minerals.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, and there he goes.
Ooh. Ooh. That was a scary moment, but he has to sell it.
Yeah.
And we see a probe drill. 5, 4 versus 2.
And eco damage. Not a lot.
Oh, he has the great grill. That's the great grill. The great drill, sorry. On the assimilator.
Yeah, so far great defense from Dexter.
I think we see a reaver soon from Dexter. If you look at the supply, it's fairly even though nOmaD has... Ooh!
DDs again?
What? I don't think we have observatory this time, no?
Yeah, and it's going to be quite a bit late, because we get speed for the shuttle.
Very nice build from nOmaD. Little no... These are the types of games that sometimes can like turn into a base trade something if just moves out with his Dragoons and Reavers and just go all in, but nOmaD is in a great position. He even made a cannon big in his main because he doesn't really know if Dexter is doing his own DTs.
Yeah, very careful about that. DT's almost there.
He could, if he reacts fast enough, attack his own Dragoon. That's his only hope right now, or just block his.
Yeah, either Dragoon or some probes.
Or the egg. Oh, he sees.
Oh, he sees it.
Ah, it's too late. He's in.
He didn't see.
Oh, he has.
He wanted to go for harassment.
Oh.
Yeah, it's time to make trick shots.
But this kills the robotics faster. Look.
Okay, that's a GG.
Yeah, nice try from Dexter. Also a great strategy from nOmaD. Dexter didn't really see it coming, and even outs the score.
Yeah, very impressive mind games from nOmaD.
It's funny to see when you try those special tactics to take out the DTs. He could have killed one, but the second one will still be a problem.
Yeah, I mean, if I was on Dexter's in Dexter's place, I would try to play it out, because you can still fire at your own probes or something like that, and so getting 2 or 3 probes killed that way for 2 DTs and surviving into the game, definitely worth it.
Yeah, but the Robotniks died, so if he kept making DTs.
Oh yeah, that is true.
But
yeah,
of course, Dexter won't know that, and nOmaD won't know if he should keep making DTs because he was macroing up behind it. So overall, a great build from nOmaD and even out the series. So
yeah, even if this would be defended, it was still a very tough spot for Dexter because he paid a lot of economy to just stop the push up the ramp.
Yeah, and nOmaD expanded behind this.
Oh.
Okay, guys, we are experiencing some technical difficulties. Please bear with us. this is only GosuLeague, so you might experiencing some faults. And that's Zerg's faults, of course. It's nothing to do with Zero and that he's playing Zerg, but mostly it's because.
Yeah, it's a great great explanation for why things happened this way.
But also, this leaves a great opportunity for our viewers to also thank our Patreons and giving the viewers a great chance to donate for BSL17. So open your wife's wallet and send $1 or $2, and it will be much appreciated.
Exactly. Support Mr. Streamer. Mr. Zero doing a great job here, organizing all of this stuff. We get great shows thanks to him. Definitely worth opening your heart right now.
I'm just going to mute my microphone for a second because I have to switch over to a headset right now. So I just have to see if I get it working. 2 seconds.
Okay. In the meantime, it looks like the game is going to finally arrive here. Apparently, I lied to the chat. Sorry, guys. So I guess the next great question is this pata pata time for the stream?
I believe the answer is yes. We need pata pata. I'm thinking about the answer to this, to do the solution, because we don't have the third game, because Mr. nOmaD sent only the first game. The 2 games same as Mr. dxtr is not answering, as was not answering. We're just gonna go to the winner's game, and after winner's game we're gonna maybe get the replays and some information.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
So we're gonna go to the winner's game.
Currently change it in Discord as well. I'm not back right.
Okay, so maybe let's go for a break, and we will be back in a few minutes.
Okay. How much time do we have?
Hey guys, sorry for the wait. I had to change into a tiny bikini, and that took some time. And while I was doing that, we were looking for Dexter and nOmaD's third replay, but they haven't posted it yet. So apparently they are still playing and arguing if it's a draw or not. So while we wait for Dexter and nOmaD to finish, we will jump into Jumper and DeSka's winners game to see who advances to the round of 8.
That was a wonderful pun. Alright, we have Jumper spawning bottom left.
And we have DeSka. Oh, sorry. Yeah, we have DeSka. I was reading the names wrong. We have DeSka in the corner right pocket as the blue Zerg. So what do you think, KJ? What we will see from DeSka this time? Do you think he likes his 9-pool opener like we've seen in previous games?
It feels like it's, you know, his go-to strat so far.
And I don't know, like it's retro. I don't know if that's a good opening or not. Depending, the scouting pattern are so weird on this map because of the bases on the 12, 3, 6, and 9. Yeah, the bases on the sides. They kind of like force you to go some weird angles.
Yeah, and it also gets like the total distance is a little bit greater due to it, right? We see Jumper opening with a gate.
Yeah, it was a 9 gate, and we see a 9 pool again from DeSka. With a quick scout from Jumper, so he should be on top of it. Usually you have to put down a forge right away when you see this to be able to hold. But again, Jumper is a little bit... Oh, he didn't see the gas, and now we see the gas. So he knows exactly what's coming, and he knows he needs a forge. And luckily for him, Jumper or DeSka went the wrong direction this time. But that leaves him in a 50-50 where to go next.
Yeah,
and we see the forge.
He actually will know anyway. Not that lucky.
Yeah, you're right. Because of the scout.
Yeah, not sure if you noticed, but DeSka had 600 APM a few times now.
Well, of course, this is the winners match, so you have to kick it up a little bit if you want to make it out. But we see only 4 links this time because DeSka doesn't really know what Jumper's opening is, but he only might 64 gas and went a faster.
Yeah,
So,
he abandoned the early aggression entirely. So that's a very interesting adaptation. Sorry, I interrupted you twice.
No worries. I was just gonna say it surely slows down Jumper's Nexus.
Yeah, it sure does.
And that means DeSka is already catching up economically, and you can see he's also expanding towards Jumper. Little misplaced, it seems. Maybe he's putting 4 on gas on that location. But Jumper realizing that he's cutting links, and this means 4 Zealots are going to find his third hatcher. Oh, it's as probe, but a probe is equally as strong as a Zealot. Ah, he does. Oh, he saw it.
He barely saw it, but I was very close to missing it.
This could be a cancel base.
Yeah, Zealot's definitely not a fan of dueling a Zealot.
Yeah. He forces out the cancel. That's really great. And also, yeah, we have the Larian. And he is also cutting gas like he did in the first game where he did 2 lurker hold and then just massively exploded onto the map with great macro play. But we see more links from DeSka. He realized the danger of these Zealots.
Yeah, so the economic damage is already here, done against DeSka, but he retook the 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
Very cool-headed about it.
This is a lot of links from DeSka, which could have been drones.
Yeah,
This-
so
Oh,
that was
yeah.
what I had in mind, right? So
I wonder if he saw that, because this is the exact same build he did versus nOmaD. Did he see it?
I think probably not.
It was like a 200 IQ move. Like he forced out 3 salads, which caused him to cancel the hatchery. And when he rebuilt it, he placed it properly.
Yeah, so
I think DeSka knew what he was doing.
yeah, so for all we know, it actually might have been to the advantage of DeSka, this cancellation. Because he might have noticed and then decided it's too late to cancel.
He was adding Zerglings this time. We might see more lurkers than we've seen in the first game. Because, or maybe he's just scared of those zealots.
Yeah.
I think
Powerful
like,
zealot force. But at the same time,
Yeah.
that is a lot of links.
saves the drones. No speedlings yet though, but there's like he can drill with those drones and yeah. Ah, gets the drone. That's a good.
Yeah. He's also drastically outnumbered, so no
He's
drill
big.
is really needed here.
Picking a good fight though, and he soon will have his Corsair out, and then he will realize what he's up against. Lurkers are done. He doesn't really know if it's Mutars or not. And he doesn't know if it's a Hydra bus either.
Yeah, so that cost him dearly. So was that
You
4
see-
additional cannons?
Yeah, same build, 2 lurkers and one Hydra to keep the Corsair away. He saw it. Double Stargate. I didn't see it before now.
Is he going DTs? Or is this just regular High Templar? Because with 2 Stargates, he's going to have a lot of those Corsairs.
Yeah, I think he will try to do his best to supply block him. And now there's a very few Hydras on the map.
Yeah, but at the same time, he opens the map for DT harass. There's no overlords, no vision. Robotics.
Yeah, I think he wants to get out of the base as soon as possible. So DeSka can choke him with 20 lurkers.
Yeah, maybe we will see some early reverse.
And
Reverse.
this is great pickup from Jumper. He's already killed a number of overlords.
Yeah, and he's ready to sacrifice some of these Corsairs because he has 2 Stargates to make new ones.
Yeah, he lost to like 43 to 20. Like DeSka has a lot of drones, but he doesn't really. Where does he build his overlords? He has to build them in his natural. Where the spore is. So I think this was very good for Jumper, denying DeSka to build drones for that long.
Yeah, both drones and army actually. So not only was it a punch straight into the economy, but also granted him a lot of additional time and safety.
I'm not honestly. I'm not sure about Jumper's base. What's going on there? Like he's trying to fit as many buildings as possible close to his Nexus. It's like the best SimCity of all time.
Yeah, on the other hand, it's great for lurkers to attack as well.
Yeah.
For a moment there, I was wondering if we were going to see Ser Reaver.
You're not mistaken, but DT drop.
I'm very puzzled as to what Jumper is going towards over here.
You see DeSka is trying to catch up in economics, and he's also adding a few evolution chambers, because in the first game versus nOmaD, one of his strong suits were that he had great upgrades versus the Protoss army. Yeah. Oh,
yeah, there's not enough of Corsairs right now. So that's why I'm wondering what is his plan, because he stopped making Corsairs.
And he also had speed overlords, so I think he just needs to use that DT as, like you're doing now, kill the lurkers. DeSka quickly realizes the only thing that DT is good for now is to like patrol from the top right corner.
You got it. Persistence pays off.
The lurkers stop to have a little group hug in the middle of the map. So
yeah, they were like, "Phew, we're on our way." That was close.
Wait a second, weren't there 3 of us? Where's the other guy?
Where's
the
Jim?
other guy? Look at this.
Yeah, suddenly there is quite a lot of value. 2 killed. 2 killed lurkers.
If he went to his main, or like 5 seconds ago, he could just ran right in. If he used map pack like some players do.
Great champions.
We have a storm drop. What's DeSka's reaction? But he doesn't have.
Oh, and he's going to hit.
Oh, he has 1. Yeah, that's a decent amount. He pulls. That's causing time and damage.
Yeah, that's the risk he went for, right? Getting very close.
Great
so
to hide this game as well.
Yeah, so Reaver or Storm Drops, very dangerous.
I kind of like the position of both players, because DeSka took the 6 o'clock position. So Jumper can't really expand or attack that way because it's so hard to get up that ramp. So for Jumper to really do any serious damage now, he has to like take the fight in the middle of the map and try to push down versus his natural. Look at this DT, man.
Yeah, still, and he actually got something, because there was bloodstains on it, and those were probably drones, right?
Yeah, he's still out for blood, that DT. Jumper, double forge, that's good to see. So his upgrades would kick up a lot. But this game is quite similar to the nOmaD game, don't you think? Like in DeSka's build order, and yeah.
Yeah, and the mind games he's making. And also actually that it was very effective. So the position of Jumper got much harder than it was otherwise would be.
Yeah, and now he's even using the DT like I wanted him to do. He's patrolling the top right corner, so at least DeSka won't get a free 5th base.
Yeah, in the meantime, Scourge destroyed that shuttle with the High Templar waiting to drop near 6 o'clock.
Yeah. What's Jumper doing top left corner? Is that some cannons on the ramp? It looks like it, yeah.
Yeah, another expansion. It looks by the probe ready.
Oh, he has another shuttle. That's nice. But he needs to kick up his gate production like yesterday. He's only on 6 gates, and on 2 base you really like to be on 8 gates, and he's on 3 base now, so we should be seeing like 10, 11, 12.
Yeah, we didn't see how much this drop killed. But there's only a few left. Not sure if they were evacuated or not.
I would like to see... Our sources says that the Templar had 8 kills, but it seems like it's 9.
9.
So that's a good storm. Some drones and some Hydras. Still denying that base, catching the drone. And taking a 4th base of his own, and you don't really want to have similar bases PvC. You have to at least have, is it like
+1.
2 base? Yeah, +1 +2 base superior. And DeSka is really keeping his minerals down, so he's building something.
Yeah, he's constantly macroing. In the meantime, Jumper missing those few gateways, just like you said before.
I would like to see, since he has 2 Stargates, maybe make like 5-6 Corsairs to have like anti-drop in his main, because it's pretty vulnerable.
And here comes the drop.
Okay, DeSka, turn off the stream. Turn off the stream.
Oh,
he has 1 Corsair and 1 Storm
and 1 Storm.
Like, Jumper has a lot of stuff, but his unit... Oh, no! His units are so all over the
Out
place.
of
Like,
position.
yeah. And like you said, this base is kinda lurker food right now. So far, the drop is not doing as much damage as I thought it would do.
Yeah, the High Templar high-fiving the lurkers.
Well, it's the only way to make friends.
Exactly.
Well, he's missing an observer, great storms. So 4 lurkers remaining. So 1 observer for each lurker, as you should.
Yeah, just they need their own friends, right?
A partner in crime.
Exactly.
Good hope.
I expected this to go, you know, be one of these game-ending drops nearly, but Jumper handled it greatly. But here it goes.
A great follow-up from DeSka. When you think you cleaned up the first drop, a second one is coming, and I think this will do with the cracklings and the lurkers.
Yeah, that's going to be terrible damage.
Great storms, 17 kills.
Yeah, I wonder if killing your own probes adds to that number, because some went down in this storm.
No, it doesn't. But like I said, I'd like to see Jumper. Now he knows the drop is a threat, so he should add some Corsairs, or maybe make like a Dark
defense,
Archon.
right?
Yeah, Dark Archon or something standing in his vein, so he could Maelstrom the drop. But I think maybe this is DeSka's strong suit. Like you can see, he's kind of all over the map. So Jumper is struggling to find all his units. Like it's 150 supply, but where are they?
Yeah, that's a very good question.
And like you said, he stormed a lot of his own probes, and I think that was good for him because he had 80 probes, and he's still denying the 5th base. So that's
that was actually a probe kill right there.
That League has been running around the base for like a minute. Oh, good storm!
Wow.
Look at that. That's the initial DT. That's 8 kills that he killed two lurkers with. Still denying that base.
Yeah, his career is going to come to an abrupt end right now.
Oh. No honor amongst Turk.
Yeah, so he settled at 11 in that case. Yeah, DeSka denied that natural expansion in top left from Jumper.
And Jumper's natural is almost mined out. I wonder how much minerals DeSka has left. Because he has a lot.
Yeah, and the Jumper has his army all over the place still. Some is stuck near the gateways in the main after handling that drop.
Ooh, like you have nearly 30 supply in his main. It feels like Jumper is moving around with one group right now, because you can see at the 9 o'clock a lot of units are stuck. So he's missing a hotkey, and it doesn't seem like he's realizing that right now. This is 12 units.
Yeah, you usually realize when it's too late.
Yeah, reinforcements are no.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure if you need more cannons. We need robotics and we need reavers to have some static defense at our expansion, so we can move around freely.
Yeah, or
Ooh.
If Krakens are here, soon you can probably see.
This is a big push from DeSka.
Yeah,
It's great for his main, because he knows where that all his production is.
Oh, there was one energy short, and if it was there on point, it would be a defended push.
3-3 upgrades already after 20 minutes, so he's been on point. He's never not skipped it. You can see how awkward it is to come down here with some units, but good storms. Good storms.
These two didn't hit anything, so
Yeah, I think Jumper cleaned this up pretty nicely. Here comes those 4 observers to
yeah. The golden armada from Protoss right here.
Let me see a little counter on the top left corner. See, but this should be stopped by 1 storm. Yeah.
Yeah, but the Nexus is gone.
I like the cannon placement of Jumper on the ramp there. Most of the links were even dead before he came up.
Yeah, they couldn't decide if they want to eat the cannon or a High Templar, and they didn't have that much time on the ramp.
Now look, that guy's ahead in supply, and he's taking 12 o'clock, and he's secured entire top right corner as well.
Yeah, so he's in quite an overwhelming lead as of now, I would say.
Look how much gas he has.
Yeah, so that's gonna be 12 ultras. That could be lots of defilers. So
10, I thought it was more for 10 kills. But that's a
yeah,
lot
these
of
are
blue
great
units.
storms.
Amazing storms.
Jumper basically anticipating how the flood of Zerg units is going to go, and preemptively storming an area, but that's too big of an army to actually be stopped.
Yeah, I think Jumper played great this game, but he had too few gateways for too long, and his units were kind of all over the place.
Yeah, and maybe it is a little bit of an, I don't know if it was indecision or, you know, this last minute change of plans. He had 2 Stargates and he did not utilize them, and like I think with more coursers, this game could actually have ended right there. Because what are you going to do as Zerg if you're going to be constantly supply blocked for like 3 or 4 minutes?
Yeah, you're right, and also those Corsairs would have been helpful versus the late game drops.
Exactly. And on top of that, you would have almost total map control with DTs. So you could add some additional 2, 3, maybe 5 DTs and finish the game basically.
Very good storms from Jumper.
Yeah, very good fight. But an uphill challenge still.
Yeah, and he's kind of contained as well in his main base.
Yeah.
So it's not a lot there, but it's kind of awkward to move down that ramp.
There's a lot of lurkers, and that's heavy damage to an army that would like to walk down in this narrow ramp over there. And now, unfortunately, Jumper is starved for gas.
Yeah, this again, great storms, but there are no units really to like kill
Yeah.
the rest of the Zerg units. Now we see the first defilers out of that. I think we're seeing the beginning of the end right now. Jumper on 2 bases. DeSka he still has a lot of minerals in his main base because he's been shuffling around his drones. So.
Yeah, very likely that Jumper is just now processing the defeat and thinking of how to open the following game.
Yeah, which map to use, what to do, or what map to pick.
Yeah, because DeSka, even if he has you know, a bad trade, he replenishes the army almost instantly. He's almost always at close to 200.
Yeah, now it's just to click, select, and A move. You can see a flood is coming with all types of units. DeSka knows that if he kills this base, it's Dunsky.
Yeah, it's the only mining site for Jumper. He breaks out.
Yeah.
Too little, too late. Unfortunately, I think.
Yeah, because he will lose his only remaining mining base. Like you said, now it looks like Jumper is just going through second game in his head, trying to decide what to do. What went wrong? What could he have done better? I think if he had a little better of unit control, it would have been a much better position because a lot of his units were stuck in his base or in the corners of the map.
Yeah, and in a time where he needed to act fast, that was also a big problem for him this game, definitely.
That's Jumper won this fight morally, and
Yes.
this guy is still at 150, which just says how good his macro was.
Exactly, and it wouldn't be more than 10 or 15 seconds, he would be at 180 again.
Yeah.
A very commanding performance again from DeSka.
Yeah, DeSka takes the first leap towards round of 8, and he's only 1 win away from being there, so the pressure is really on Jumper. He needs to come back from this.
Yeah, exactly. And fingers crossed that we get 3 games here from those great performances we have here.
Yeah, I hope the series ties and we will have a great 3rd game. And it seems like Jumper has picked Dark Origin. I think that's also a new map. I don't think it's a remake of any map. Personally, I like it. It's a fun game, a fun map. So it's going to be interesting to see if Jumper adjusts and open again with the 9 gate, or if we will see a standard Forge Nexus opening.
Yeah, I guess we'll see in a moment. In top left, we have Jumper, Protoss that is defending his life here.
And the bottom right corner, we have we have DeSka playing as the blue Zerg.
That's
It's
all I
going to
wonder.
be interesting. It's definitely a personal note, or for everyone watching the stream, that if you face off DeSka, there's a slight chance he will open night pool against you.
Yeah. It is very strong in his hands, definitely.
This looks like a forge opener.
Yeah, it could be.
Night pool.
Yeah, an Ipen. May very well be, because he returns to mine a single round of mineral. Gateway.
That gate is a little bit slow, isn't it? Because normally you would like to do a 9 gate if you want to send out the first salot.
Yeah, we'll see what strategy Jumper is going to come up with over here.
Well, there are some Zergs that just likes to stick to one build. I know another guy that just goes overpool. So maybe they just feel comfortable doing that opening and not ever doing any other builds.
You know, it's like supposedly Bruce Lee says he's not afraid of a man who practices 100 kicks. Yeah. So he's afraid of the guy that practiced one kick all his life long, right?
Yeah. But Bruce Lee also said, be water, my friend. If a water becomes the cup, he breaks the cup or something like that. So water adjusts to its environments.
Yeah, the question is, how good are you in taking new forms? Like, change is usually a a challenge.
I've been a circle my entire life, so I don't change form that often. Okay, we see a great hold from Jumper. He has the cannon on the way, and he denied the natural base, so forcing DeSka to take his third. But DeSka is already saving up, and again he's taking a fairly nice lead early on, denying Jumper to get his Nexus.
Yeah, that Nexus is going to be delayed
I
quite a bit.
Kind of like this build from DeSka, because you can see he's cutting gas as soon as the 9 pool kind of is scouted, so he doesn't commit to either speedlings or anything like that, so he can just switch over to more drones and take it from there.
Yeah, we see gas spent from DeSka side. I wonder if it's an upgrade or if it's lair. Okay.
Oh, now
Serving
it's
speed.
That's kind of different approach from what he's been doing in his previous games.
Yeah, he decided to, keep getting that gas. So probably getting that right now. Jumper, in the meantime, discovers that freshly made expansion. And that puts Zerg on potentially 3 gases.
And it looks like, will he keep that probe alive just in time to see that it's speedlings as well? Or he cancelled it again? No, he hasn't.
Yeah, he saw it.
And he doesn't really know what comes next. What's the follow-up? So Jumper playing it casually and getting a Stargate so he can get a Corsair out on the map, and see what's going on.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm not sure if he had much flexibility when it goes to that Stargate.
What happens if at one time you don't do the Stargate? They make mutas. So the safest play is kind of like the open Stargate, but we know that DeSka prefers his lurker openings. It could,
Yeah,
it
but
could
I mean,
be. Sorry, yeah, go on.
Even if it you know weren't, if these were not mutas, you still can discover 973 coming quite a bit earlier with that Corsair, and without it, you're just discovering it at your doorstep.
Yeah, you're right. And like you mentioned earlier, there could be some latency factors in this play, like mutas might not be the best options. I believe DeSka is from Mexico, at least South American, and Jumper is in Thailand. So the distance is not the best, but maybe not the worst either. I don't know.
Yeah, so it wouldn't be maybe brutal lag, but lag nonetheless.
Yeah, so hopefully they've at least had like a turn rate 12 or something, maybe 16 high, I don't know. But now we see the Corsair is out, Jumper kinda... do you think he knows his lurker again? Yeah, oh yeah, he saw the eggs. I think he just saw them morphing, yeah, morphing.
Yeah, if he had a chance, but the question is if he paid attention. Yeah, he now, I guess he saw it.
Yeah, he's adding the Robotniks right away as he did last game. More Corsairs though, as well. Catching another Overlord. The lurkers are on his doorstep.
Yeah, he didn't hold position those zealots. They were perfectly happy to go into the lurkers and be like, what's happening here?
If he had been doing it for a long enough time, maybe the +1 could have finished. But this is what DeSka do though. He has been denying +1 for every series he's been playing, at least in the PVCs.
Yeah, the question is maybe early goons would be some way to counteract the, you know, maybe not exactly fully, but at least the destructive potential that this opening has.
Yeah, you have that Dragoon build, like you mentioned. And he's seeing... Oh, he still doesn't know about the fort base, but maybe he will soon.
Yeah, in the meantime, we do see speed on Ovis, so not that easy to kill.
And just enough Hydras to scare them away.
Yeah, but we do have... Oh, look, now we have 2 of them. So... that was a much faster cleanup.
Yeah, but Jumper, he needs to convert his money right now.
Yeah, he has quite a bank.
Needs to get up to 8 gates now and then pump out Templars and Dragoons, like you said.
We'll see, maybe he has some nice plays with the DTs.
Yeah, the last game they were certainly denying the bases for quite some time, and now he will find.
Oh,
some...
look at this!
Oh
he
no!
knows about the base.
It turned around.
He is going for it, but there is an Overlord here already.
Yeah. Hydras came just in time.
Yeah, DeSka anticipating this move. So very good good deny from his side.
Yeah, he's droning up, adding hatcheries, getting his upgrades. He has a healthy count of drones right now.
Yeah, this starts to be looking like a scary Zerg economy.
It's kind of what he did against nOmaD on Invader as well. He took the high ground, the 4th base, and just sealed it down with Zunks and Lurkers like he's doing right now. It's so hard for Protoss to attack uphill.
Yeah, especially that even if you make Reavers, they tend to bug out when ramps are involved.
Yeah, they miss like 50% of their shots, if not more.
Yeah, the biggest problem is that they sometimes just refuse to attack and they try to build friendships with the lurkers on the high ground.
Yeah, they just crawl against them. I do wish we saw a little bit more of a ground army from Jumper right now, because in the retro game we saw he had a lot of High Templars, but not quite enough ground units to like support them.
Yeah,
There were great storms, but nothing to like clean up. Ooh, Forges out.
I mean, cleaning up is one thing, but holding the Zerg army in place is another. And at that point, the Zerg has to make a quick reaction and then actually move out from the storm. And at that point, your army, you don't get as much damage on yourself. You can't hold your ground.
Yeah, you're right. Well, that's because Eco's still exploding. He's building a lot of hatcheries, which is very good. A lot of larva's idling though, but he's spending his money. They're like, it's not like they're growing that much.
Yeah, in the meantime, top right. No multitasking, SC. Thank you very much for the tip. Much appreciated. In the meantime, on the top right, we have a new fresh expansion from DeSka. So, and he actually took both corners.
Yeah. And Jumper needs to be on top of at least one of them, so he doesn't get this double expansion. Trying to count the number of hatcheries DeSka has, and I think he's close to 10. He has like 4, 5, 6, and then he has 3 there and a tent in the corner. So
yeah, so
that's a lot of units. That's 30 larvas.
Yeah, and it's like larva is once per 12 seconds, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, so that's a lot of units.
Maybe we can deny top right as well before Sunkens and Lurkers get in place while he takes his own 4th base. That would be really nice.
Yeah, four gases.
Ooh.
Ooh. And he saves it, very nice.
I think next to the Reaver, Scourges might be the dumbest unit.
Yeah. They are... They may actually have first place, is what I'm trying to say.
I think maybe Jumper should try to storm his drones from low ground. It's a great position. He can storm the drones of the 4th base, but he's trying to deny the 5th, which is also good. There's not much defense there, but can he hold on his own?
He only have 2 storms. There's only 5 Hydras killed by the storms. We have reinforcements though, more storms are coming in. Very good storm.
There's a lot of probes there.
Yeah, and he already lost 8, I think.
That's not the way you want to go. He should send them to the 5th base. There's more cannons on the 4th base than he has probes. So.
I think he was distracted by a fight on the other side of the map.
Yeah.
And is that Cracklings?
It looks like it. DeSka's been, he's been doing fast hive a lot again. 3 illusion chambers. So Looks like DeSka really likes CVP.
Yeah, it's sometimes your favorite matchup is always the best one for you. It's my favorite batting today was PvP, and I was way ahead in win ratio compared to other matchups.
Yeah.
So that's good storms.
Yeah, looks like Jumper has been playing a lot of the, like use map settings maps where you just storm. That's your main objective. Just storm.
But again, there's no muscle behind that army.
No, and he needs to retake the third base fast as possible and just get his units up because he's banking quite a lot. And DeSka yet again are supply blocked.
Yeah, Jumper is doing a great job when it comes to slowing down the Zerg. And he's going to get that, maybe get more of these OVs on the map. Although, there are reserves this time.
I do like what we are seeing from Jumper. He's adding more gates. Last game he was lacking them for quite some time. But now he has a decent amount of gates that can support his income at least.
Yeah, but he lost so many probes.
Ultralisk is scouting his main.
How did this guy get inside?
Oh, that's a man on a mission. Gets it.
Yeah, Zealot wins with 1 HP thanks to the backup from cannons.
Ooh.
Oh, and we have
Yeah.
backstabbing coming.
Oh, he barely misses it.
Yeah, Jumper does not see it, and his main is going to be full of color blue very soon.
I think there's like 8 prisons or something, like 8 Templars stacked, but lurkers do dispatch damage and kill them. Look at this, this is a big...
Yeah.
Does he realize? No, it was probes. Now he sees it with the Corsairs. The probes will actually do a great job messing up the AI of the blue units.
Yeah. Storms are ready. But even though this looks great because you hold, but now you're a prisoner of the situation.
Yeah, you're a prisoner in your own base as well. And if DeSka puts down a Nexus in top right corner, he could just instantly feed that base. Well, look at this little cheeky SimCity.
Yeah, the AI got puzzled about it.
Yeah, the Ultralisk was like, what? What? But this opens also a backdoor for Jumper to go and kill the fourth base if he's decisive enough.
If he's brave enough, but he has trouble elsewhere.
Yeah, I think it's a better choice to save this base.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's a very tricky situation because what if there's a group of Zerglings coming from that direction again?
Yeah.
And again, he has a lot of army stuck in the base.
This was 200 supply attack from DeSka.
Yeah, and it did work.
Yeah, he maxes out so fast.
Yeah, there's a lot of reinforcements that are just being sent. But the situation looks a little bit grim.
It looks
for
tough for
Protosphere.
Yeah, it looks tough. You can't really like get out of this base, and the DeSka has infinite money, infinite hatcheries.
Yeah, there's so much army all the time.
You can kind of see now where those APM, where it kicks in.
Yeah.
He's everywhere.
Yeah, he's everywhere and microing little armies 12 units at a time. That's
Yeah.
incredible.
And look, even with all that, DeSka has no money.
Yeah.
That's how quick he spends all the hatcheries. But Jumper is holding on. He's still trying to retake that third base.
I don't know if you noticed, but for a moment there, Jumper had actually more army.
Did he? Oh.
Yeah, because there's a 32 prob difference.
Well, Jumper is doing the only right thing. He has to get out on the map, unless he will get even more contained. But lurkers versus zealots, that's like bringing a knife to a gunfight.
Yeah, exactly. You don't win PvZ by hugging your base.
And we have another attack from
in the
behind
north.
the base. Yeah, behind the base.
There's no army this time to stop it. The storm is not ready.
This is very frustrating for Jumper because he has to run back and forth in his base, so to save his base, yeah.
Yeah, Jumper did not appreciate the colors that the DeSka wanted to paint his base with.
No.
So a 2-0 and a commanding win from DeSka. A very scary opponent to stand against.
Pretty convincing win there from DeSka. He's shown that he's not messing around. And he's advancing to round of 8, so big congratulations for DeSka. And yeah, maybe now we are Dexter and nOmaD have finished their game, or at least we will get to know who won the game. So Jumper moves down to the losers bracket for the advancing match, but we do not know who his opponent yet.
Yeah.
So, guys, the opponent for Mr. Jumper will be Mr. nOmaD, who won 2-1, but unfortunately we don't have the first replay, so huge sorry for that.
Okay, so yeah, I can go.
Ready.
Okay, we're jumping straight to the game between Jumper and nOmaD, with nOmaD spawning on top right as red Protoss.
And in the bottom left we have Jumper playing as the blue Protoss. Yet again with the knife to his throat, fighting for his life. The same as nOmaD to get that final spot for the round of 8.
Yeah, definitely a tough spot. They did play a lot of games. Some of them were very frustrating, especially probably for nOmaD. The game where he got linked in the first 3 minutes of the game.
Yeah, I think maybe there's a lot of factors roaming around in their heads. Like, you know, right now you have to win to advance, and you have the previous games as well, kind of annoying you that you know that with some small adjustments you could have won it. But I think both players equally want this win, and of course it's a tournament as well, so it depends how good you are to keep your nerves in check.
Definitely, but there's our players definitely have quite a lot of professionalism in their blood, so I'm ready to see some nice games from our Protoss players here.
As a Protoss player, what do you hope to see? Do you want to see a long game with maybe some Dark Archons, Arbiter? What do you hope to see?
What I miss most in those high-level PvPs is that most of them are finished before they get to that stage where you have a lot of Archons going with a lot of Zealots and High Templars storming everything, and then just a smidge of goons as support for the army.
You prefer like the early / mid game, usually in that time window where it's the most pressure as well, because as you say, when it goes to that long game with a lot of Archons, you have a split map situation where both players usually just sit.
And it's either that, or if you have a lot of fights that didn't have a clear conclusion and you save up those High Templars that have no energy, you may as well make Archons, because they will be really good frontliners for the next fight. And if this happens a few times, you get a little bit of an Archon back.
nOmaD denying that scout. His Zealot was a little bit later than Jumpers, and you can see he's over the probe. Ooh! In advantage, because one almost died.
Very close to sniping it.
I do like those semi late games where you have lots of High Templars, but one of the Protoss, or maybe even both, are doing Dark Archon and feedback.
Those look great in pro matches when Korea and StarCraft was in its prime. Because I remember they were able to feedback a High Templar right like as it went out from a shuttle. It was inhuman reaction timing.
Do you recognize this build from Jumper? It's the same build he did versus Dexter in the first game, was it? Ooh.
Yeah, so 3 gates, right?
Oh, yeah. Jumper sees that it's not an expansion, but he doesn't really know if it's DT or Reaver, so I wonder if Jumper will make Forge? But nOmaD doesn't really know what's happening either, so in the first game he took a chance that Dexter was not going DTs. And he's doing the same right now.
He went the safe route. He's going to have observers.
And I think as soon as the first observer hits Jumper's base, he will shake his head. Jumper is getting away with murder right now.
Yeah. That's he's going to have a nice, healthy economy. Even though he fell behind a little bit, it was 2 probe difference.
It's still 2 probes, so nOmaD is on top of his probe production.
Yeah, definitely. At the same time, his Nexus is going to be so late compared to Jumpers. It's he's going to fall behind.
Looks like the probe will get a free scout, but
yeah,
Jumper has a more army, but nOmaD is in a better position if...
he does not pay attention.
Yeah, this is not good.
He was busy with the probe probably, and now he sees the 3 gates.
5 versus 7. No, 6 goods. And Jumper already got in a few free shots.
Yeah, and his army is going straight to reinforce.
Jumper's been trading these fights very well in all his PvPs.
Yeah, probes fighting, not what you want.
Like, he has the superior numbers, and he realizes it, and it's just like, yeah, it's time to go. And from nOmaD having a 2 probe advantage, he is now in a 12 probe disadvantage.
Yeah. So even if it weren't for this, like he had to use workers to defend, or he would lose the game. But even without it, he would be a little bit behind due to that later timing on the Nexus. And meanwhile, Jumper.
I think now nOmaD sees, when it sees the Robotniks, it's like, should have went Reaver.
Yeah, I don't know if I would go for that. For that additional expansion that Jumper went for in the 6 o'clock.
Jumper knows this ahead, but like, nOmaD was kinda ahead versus Dexter as well, and then he, I don't know, suddenly the game changed and Dexter had like a lot more units. But Jumper has so much right now, and he comes in a better position than nOmaD is prepared for.
Yeah, he's not ready. nOmaD was not paying attention.
And Dragoons are almost, GG. Great play from Jumper.
Yeah, and even if
go ahead.
Even if this would not work, he would still be 1 base ahead after that. So
yeah,
really,
there was no chance that nOmaD would see 6 o'clock. So I think he would have gotten away with that base for a very long time.
Yeah, definitely.
So Jumper 1 game away from making it the round of 8. So that kind of feels like you have a safety line. You could maybe open a little bit more risky than you normally would. So, and nOmaD kind maybe desperate to get a game.
Yeah, so you say more risky than normally. Jumper, I feel, plays with a high dose of risk. So what, do you think it's going to be 12 next? If it's going to be a more risky opening?
No, I do like the 12 next 2-gate opening, but I think we'll be seeing. My prediction is double Robotniks. Both players doing Robotniks this game, playing just safe, really. It's kind of like a mind game. Like you, a Jumper might think that, oh, he's desperate, he might try some shenanigans, and nOmaD will think like, he's desperate for advancing, so he might try to do some stuff. So depends. Go.
Yeah, I'm ready to. Okay, the top left we have nOmaD, our red Protoss.
And the bottom right we have Jumper. Jumperer. Maybe just like jumping. Jumper.
Yeah, it definitely is one of its talent.
Maybe nOmaD really is a nOmaD. He's not really comfortable. He doesn't really know where is home. Is it Invader? Is it Circuit Breaker? Is it Apocalypse? He's always on the move.
Yeah. I mean, it kind of fits, because you're moving from map to map all the time.
Or maybe he's that nOmaD from Heroes 3, Might of Magic, that he kind of wants to join your army, but nobody wants to befriend you.
Nah. Heroes 3, nice classic.
Well, luckily for me though, watching 2 Protosses means that at least 1 Protoss is dying. So this is a win-win for me. I know it's kind of like a sad story for you, because...
Yeah, I usually have that in TVT.
we don't play TVT, we just agree to quit the game and See you
Toss
next
the
time.
coin.
Yeah. We send out one SCV each, and whoever wins that battle wins the game. So it's fair trade.
Yeah. And it's, you know, you save a lot of time.
Yeah. You save 45 minutes. Well, we'll see a 2-gate opener from nOmaD and a so far standard opener from Jumper. And in every PvP we've seen today, everyone has been doing the sellout opening. So
Yeah, we'll see how much nOmaD wants to invest in this early aggression here.
Jumper's already semi-prepared for it because he's making that pylon so far against his ramp, so he could easily put down put down a barrier shield.
Yeah, the load was not on hold apparently. He walked one step towards the probe.
And the distance from nOmaD to Jumper, it's further than it looks. Let's see, 3 minutes from his natural. And we're gonna time it.
In the meantime, Jumper's probe just chilling.
Yeah, we see a battery shield. Ah, it's a nice block.
Yeah,
Annoying.
another pylon.
Never understood why it's called a manor pylon, because it's really not manor. It's as bad manor as it gets.
Yeah, that's why it's called like this. It's probably just shorten the name, right?
Yeah, it's faster to say.
Yeah, Jumper prepared quite well with that field battery here.
Yeah, getting in a lot of shots with the Dragoon before he have to return to his ramp. I think maybe Jumper like kind of overextend a little bit. He don't need those probes, but he do want to chase them away. Range on the way. Yeah, 2 Dragoons.
Yeah, and full shields again.
Oh, first goes down. Battery shade shouldn't be empty now though. Sound goes down. Oh, almost caught the Dragoon there.
Yeah,
So-
nOmaD is doing a great job splitting the attention from Jumper. But there's only so far you can go if you bring a knife to a gunfight, right?
Oh, we have a Citadel, but Jumper has so much gas, so he can put down robotics now and should be no worries.
Yeah, but at the same time, he suffered when it goes to minerals because the manor pylon slowed him down, and then he hung out with probes for a long time on the ramp. And in all of that chaos, he actually got a little bit behind with producing them as well.
He's making a second gate. He doesn't really know what nOmaD is doing behind this. So I saw nOmaD was trying to expand, but he pulled the probe back because he doesn't really. He saw the amount of Dragoons. Jumper
In
had,
the
and-
meantime, he added, if I saw correctly, he added Temper archives right now.
Yeah, a jump. This is the timing I don't get though. Like Robotniks take a lot of time to make, but I think he'll have observers in time because he still has to make the DTs and archive has to finish.
Yeah, these do take quite some time. And there's the long travel time as well. But maybe he's just going to go for, planning to go for defensive usage of DTs, which is not going to be that effective since the observer is going to be there.
Yeah, I think Jumper knows it's DTs now when he saw only 2 salads to Goon. But the more salads you see, you know he's spending the gas on something else.
Yeah, but he will have to go back, right? Because I don't see his observer around here.
So his microing is harder because he has the range advantage and nOmaD doesn't have the range yet, so...
Oh, nOmaD getting basically all of his advantage in probes killed right there.
Yeah. DT is
DT
out.
is out.
He will try to save. Yeah, save his Nexus. I think that's a good move. But Jumper will have so much units, and like 10 Dragoons versus that. It's never a good trade.
Yeah, on the other hand, they do have similar armies though.
It's just baiting the DT home.
Yeah, I think he knows.
Yeah, he realized. But how do nOmaD hold this? Like 10 Dragoons. 10
Well,
cannons.
if you get cannons and you build a wall of a few goons in front of it, might be enough. And you
Yeah,
are
but-
counting for defending with High Templars, but it's not going to be on time. Even with this sacrificial DT.
Yeah, because he still doesn't have the range. So, oh, it's very close. Cannons. Because it's like 2 shots.
Yeah, he's dead.
DTs are trying to run in his main though. It looks like Jumpers on top
Yeah,
of
but
it.
he does have an observer. He doesn't have an out of army, but probs are killing the DT.
Quick series or a quick second game, and Jumper takes it 2-0, and it's our second player advancing to the round of 8.
Yeah, he won the mind place, and that basically gave him 2 swift wins.
Yeah, Jumper came prepared. DeSka came prepared. I'm not saying I felt like the others they played great games, but I think it's fair to see those who advance played the better games today.
Yeah. Maybe if it wasn't DeSka but another player, then nOmaD could have gotten the second spot. But we have the group that we got, right?
Yeah, nOmaD told me in an interview earlier this week that the bribe expenses were too high, so he couldn't match what Zero was demanding this time, unfortunately.
And that's what happens where the organizer gets success.
Yeah,
Small bribes no longer work.
no, it goes straight to their heads. So now we can see that from Group A we have Doodle and Tarzan advancing to round of 8, and from Group B we have Dexter and DeSka advancing.
Now we have Jumper.
Yeah,
not
sorry.
updated
Jumper and DeSka. Next week we will have Group C and D, and finally we'll get to see some Terrans in action again.
Yeah, maybe we have some nice ZVTs. It's my second favorite thing to watch.
So yeah, it's going to be some great series to see who makes it out from Group C and Group D to make it to the final spots in the round of 8.
Yeah, really eager to see how things turn out in this case.
Yeah, and also this season there's a lot more to play for. It's not just for the first and second place, which is money, but also the top 4 advances to BSL17 next season, which we all need your help to help us to get there. So yeah, it's still a little bit of traveling to reach our goal, but we'll get there.
Yeah, there's a long way to go, but we surely can get it done.
there's a lot of games to be played, both in ProLeague and in GosuLeague and in GosuLeague. So if you enjoy what Zero is doing and doing for our community, support him, Patreon, donate, do what you can so he can do what he can.
Maybe you guys can thank to the Patreons?
Yep.
Sure. But you have to put the screen up, right?
Will you do the honors, KJ?
Sure. Alright, and now big thanks to all of supporters of BSL and our great Patreons, our Bombastic Generals, Mr. Starlover and My Fleeting Dream, Bombastic Colonels with Striker, Believe in Zero, Steve Schmidt, Bombastic Major Plus Plus, Team, Cos, Tupocalypse, and Niantic, and Bombastic Majors, Madinho, JC, Steven Roberts, Mr. Cat, Surikata, Machine, Votina Bulai, On My Way, Gordon Bradley, KJ, Daniel Lopez, LML, and Quark. Thanks a lot for the support.
Big thanks to everyone else, and yeah, just big thanks. Not much more to say.
Yeah, I just wanted to notice that both of our casters today are Bombastic Majors, so they are probably sitting in their uniforms right now and casting with all the stars on their chest.
Exactly.
Well, you know, Zero, that I have a jacket as well with BSL on it and the Bacardi logo, so I'm going all out. Special, custom made just for me.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, thank you for having us, Zero. I will go and blow my nose again and go to bed.
Yeah, thank you very much, guys, for casting. You did a very good job. We made it. Group B is done. Group C and D will be next week. I think I'm gonna play few ladder games now. So
yeah, do it.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go and play few ladder games, but first I will go for the short break, and I will be back in like